Today I want to talk a little bit about Christmas. It's a topic that I don't pretend to know everything about, but I wanted to talk about it because there's this divide, I think, where some Christians believe that we should definitely celebrate Christmas and some that believe we should definitely not celebrate Christmas. I think we should totally celebrate Christmas, especially as Adventists. Sometimes we might focus so much on researching the pagan history behind Christmas and listening to people talk about it on YouTube that we neglect reading what the Spirit of Prophecy has to say about this holiday. For example, in Adventist Home, chapter 77 is an entire chapter just about Christmas. It's a wonderful chapter, easy to read. I can send you the link if you'd like. But I wanted to just share some of the headings from that book, from that chapter, because I think it kind of really sets the tone to what she says about Christmas. For example, the first couple of topics are Christmas as a holiday, the day not to be ignored, the interchange of gifts and books for children are recommended, so advice on proper gift giving. Jesus not to be forgotten, Christmas a time to honor God, turn thoughts of the children into a new channel, by which she does not mean tell your children that the Christmas tree is terrible and the ornaments represent the heads of the children they used as human sacrifices. We're not to dwell on the pagan practices that may or may not have accompanied the origins of Christmas centuries ago. In fact, about the Christmas tree, she writes in the next heading, shall we have a Christmas tree? God would be well pleased if on Christmas each church would have a Christmas tree on which shall be hung offerings for these houses of worship, so ongoing building projects. What type of chaos would ensue if on Sabbath you went to church and there was a Christmas tree? For some reason, we've attached these taboos to Christmas, even though we have inspired orientation regarding the day. We are actually compared to evergreen trees in Bible Commentary Volume 3 in My Life Today. She uses the evergreen as a symbol for the Christian. Again, in the Adventist Home, she addresses concerns where having a Christmas tree might make us seem too much like the world. You can make it like the world if you have a disposition to do so, or you can make it as unlike the world as possible. And I think that goes for the entire celebration of Christmas. We stand out by refraining from participating in other holidays throughout the year, and rightly so. But I think at Christmas, we can stand out in a more impactful way by properly observing it and uplifting the reason for the season. After all, sticking out just for the sake of being different isn't really that useful. We must be attractive in our faith and show a proper reason for our differences. We must use this season to elevate Jesus in the hearts of men, to shine brightly in contrast with this habit of pride and gluttony and consumerism. A tree laden with offerings is not sinful, and provide innocent enjoyment for the day are the last two headings. So my last thought is a quote from This Day with God, page 360. Although we do not know the exact day of Christ's birth, we would honor the sacred event. May the Lord forbid that anyone should be so narrow-minded as to overlook the event because there is an uncertainty in regard to the exact time. History is important, but I think our priority should be to use this holiday season to put into practice God's love and celebrate the wonderful gift we have been given. It's not mandatory to celebrate Christmas, much less on December 25th, but it's also not wrong to properly observe it. So thank you for your attention. I just wanted to share that if you disagree with something or need clarification, let's start a conversation. But I would like to wish you all a very happy Christmas and New Year with all the joy and light that this season brings. Say bye, Lacey. Say bye.